Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of come back up here, you don't. The Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, maybe drop that, thank you. Hates and hellfire, a dark secret, has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Good morning. It is Happy Friday. I'm coming at you happy to be here. We should talk a little bit about my accountabilities. Yesterday, well, let's rewind to Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I got to take up the use of this little device, and I did a little freehand 3D printing type stuff and made what looked like a small legion of cheese golems because I was using the yellow filament that came with it. Great fun. It was very nice being on Creatives at Play. It always is. It's nice to be on a show where I can actually occasionally fade to the back and chat. So very pleased to be there. Very pleased to be taking care of that. And it did make me want to talk about the importance of sloppy welds. Now, anybody who's been on the internet or who's fixed things has seen at some point a sloppy weld where somebody has welded 2 pieces of metal for a home project. Now, I'm not saying in mass production. That's a whole different thing. But for a home project, and the weld is ugly. And that's important because as I was working my way with this gizmo, trying to make it do things that I don't think it was designed to do, I was laughing because I feel genuinely bad at it. But there's a style of being bad at something That is not bad. It means you're learning. And when you see a home project, especially where somebody has been, the weld is not pretty, but it works. That means somebody probably, possibly with the benefit of a book, possibly without the benefit of, any proper instruction except perhaps YouTube University, went through the effort to acquire tools and try to figure out how to make them go. And the first step towards mastery of any skill is going to be sloppy welds. If you want to be good at drawing, you have to suck at drawing. If you want to put out a good book, you have to write a lot, and a lot of it is not going to be very good. Your grammar is going to be off. Your story may meander. You may not finish it. But it's vital that we keep going to do these things. And in doing so, we learn. As for Thursday, so this was on my mind. I want you to think about that and look at life and rejoice in the sloppy welds you see yourself doing, providing you're using that as a stepping stone. And if somebody is very content with their sloppy welds and it works for their purpose, let them have it. You hear me? Don't say you are the greatest welder on earth, because that's lying, but let them have it. You get what I'm saying? That being said, Thursday. Thursday morning did not go well for me. Thursday morning went exceptionally bad in the form of me having an incident in the bathroom wherein, amongst other things, I shoulder checked a toilet sideways. At least we think that's what happened. We are talking true Tom and Jerry grade BS. And after dealing with the output of the situation, Mandy and my brother Rick came home and decided that after some assorted first aid situations, it would be better if I went to the ER. Now, I elected, as the council decreed that, and I thought it was a ridiculous decision, I elected not to fully follow that, and I went to urgent care. Spoiler on one part, I was right. I didn't need to go to the ER per se. Though they thought about it. They thought about it. Something about really being concerned that I had blacked out or something. I did not. I did strike my head in the process of things, but not hard enough to black out. They did, however, do some x-rays, and then they did some more x-rays. And then they did some more. I lost count of how many they actually had to do, because in looking at my right shoulder region and upper chest, the results were inconclusive due to the severe tendinitis and calcification and remains essentially of other injuries. Parts aren't shaped like they should be. And yeah, it was a very, very, very rough morning. But explaining to the doctors was a necessity that I had gleefully pulled the Tom and Jerry. And they really wanted to send me out to ER for a bit, till I explained I have a speech impediment. This is not brain damage. This is how I normally talk on a given day. Take that as you will. But it was a lengthy visit and consumed a large part of the day. I am very appreciative to Rick for transporting me and Mandy for coming home and watching Xander. I mean, that sounds terrible, but it was an outing. That counts. But that and basically coming home and sleeping consumed a large part of my day. Between today and tomorrow, I'll probably be in a lot more pain. But I'm one of those people who just doesn't bruise up easily, so most of it shouldn't be visible. Yeah, that was yesterday. Today, we are sitting at a lovely 3 degrees and 12 mile an hour wind right before I started this broadcast, giving us a balmy wind chill of about negative 23. So it's going up. This is one of those days where you don't even go outside. You don't check your mail. I'm sorry for the mail carriers. I love the mail carriers. But you don't check your mail. You don't shovel your snow if there's snow to deal with. You keep your butt inside because it's killer. It is deadly cold out there. And so I'm going to ask you all to stay in, stay smart, stay bundled. We are plenty warm. It turned out that at some point our furnace got turned down at one of the sensors down to 62. And it hasn't really done much more than that. So I adjusted it up a little ahead of this so that we wouldn't be chasing heat. So we are quite fine. My intended activities for today are to do a product review. I got something new that I want to talk about. I will probably pre-record that and then post that to the Historical Fencing Guild channel if you are watching HFG stuff on that channel, and my usual Twitch and Kick for those of you watching through there. I don't know if otherwise I will be, I don't believe I will be on live anywhere tonight. I'm not quite sure because it might shock some of you to understand I am fighting a rather substantial headache. But such mere things are not nearly enough to stop me from broadcasting. And before I go any farther, I want to thank Joe for being in before the show started, just in case my internet was still down as it went down last night. As we deal with the actualities of what all's going on in my world, things may get interesting. But that's the nature of life. In other news, project-wise, I am starting to rough out an alphabet for a project. I don't want to give too many details, but I've been planning to rough this alphabet out for quite some time. It just happened that a project came in. This is going to be a time-consuming one because I'm going to do it right on several levels. It's just also going to be, shall we say, charitable because of the background. So I'm going to put a lot of effort in. I'm just slowly, will you zoom in, clear up? Here. Can you see too much of my face? Anyway, I'm just starting to get the letters shaped how I want them. I have designed fonts before. I don't have them anymore. I'll have to see if the old font maker program will be cooperative or if it will be problematic. But Either way, I've been meaning to do a couple custom fonts anyway for for some of my upcoming more elaborate publications. We'll see if our good buddies at Amazon will process it well. If not, I'll go through alternative means. But that's my work level. That's where we're standing. If you see me wince or suddenly look very cross, I'm not angry. I just hurt. Once again, I am confounding medical professionals. I know there's temptation to make several jokes about my biological status, but I'd rather not on this one, if that's at all preferable. The extent of everything that went down, because I also had to check my arm and a few other things, I kind of was able to break through a oak plunger handle. Oak plunger handle break over my forearm. I just happened to hit it, all the goofy martial arts stuff I've done kicked in for my fall, and I managed to minimize most of the damage. Toilet didn't break either, so we're doing pretty good. Beyond that, we're going to get into your comments. We're going to talk about what's on your mind and what you're doing this weekend ahead of, well, everything. So I'm going to run an ad, and I'm running Trey's ad until such time as IndieCD gets a new ad, and then I will be alternating that around. But I'll see you in about 54 seconds. All right, folks, 1 second. Now, let's go to the comments and see what you guys are up to. Okay, first through the door is at Carl Witzman saying, good morning, everyone. Oh, no, somebody thaw out Carl. He must have too much blood in his alcohol system again. Okay, somebody light a fire to warm up Carl, preferably something Cuban. If not Cuban, at least high-quality hand roll anyway. And Trelena says, cranks up heater, pulls blankets tighter. Morning. Morning, Trey. Hey, Trey, I already blown one circuit breaker this morning. Too many heaters on. Cold trip to the basement with a flashlight. I'm awake now. Oh, my. Please be careful, friendos. And hey, Donna. So hello, Donna. Hello, Trelena. Hello, Carl. Sun is up, so turning lights off. Phone is almost done charging. Maybe I could risk one more heater. Nah. Better safe than sorry. Close off rooms you're not using. Make sure it's warm enough to keep your pipes running and stay clear. Hey, Donna. Our house is pretty good at holding heat, but my office is chilly, so only one extra so far. Be careful. And Foxy's waddling and wrapped in a blanket. Hey, Foxy. Hi. Donna says, my office bedroom, bath are beneath the furnace, so it's pretty warm where I am. Out in the hall, I dash room to room. I'm sorry, you said you dash room to room, and I saw the image of you going between rooms in a little hallway, but, at about 3 times speed with the old, oh, God. The music from the old black and white, Snidely Whiplash looking. Oh no, the villain has tied her to the train tracks. You know what I'm talking about. Hi, Foxy. Foxy. And our heater mostly keeps up. Smallish apartment. Kitchen is always cold though, so many windows and such in there. Okay. Poverty tips for cold places when you don't have a lot of money or means to make better. If you take water and you spray it on the windows, on your window panes, and you roll bubble wrap over that, it will help insulate, especially if they're single pane windows. And if you can get plastic, anything, even just like cello plastic, and put it over the from the window frame across, and then masking tape that on, that'll give you another air pocket, which will help. And you can even do another thing like I've done over here, which is hang a blanket the same way. There are more permanent things you can do, but since it's an apartment, you can't fully do them. So that might really help you guys out. And given Thesis's tendency to get things in the mail, you probably have a good amount of bubble wrap fairly accessible. I hope that's a little bit of helpful knowledge. I'm on the northwest side of the house, so northeast. I am on the dead west side of the house, which means all the wind hits here, basically. And Angelina, how are you? Good morning, Uncle Carl and Donna, Trey, and Foxy. It's not too cold here yet, but I am bracing for the weekend. We don't have the infrastructure here, so it could get nasty. Please be careful. There's a lot going around in Texas where turn everything you can turn off to be able to keep the heaters going so you guys don't blow your system again. You will definitely be in my thoughts and prayers. All my southern folks who are getting hit with stuff that they don't have the systems to deal with. I'm sorry that our country's infrastructure is so ridiculous. Apparently, it's a perfect temp range for my orchids to rebloom every winter. Well, that's good to know. Hi, Foxy. It's about 20 out this morning. That means you are about 40 degrees warmer than our wind chill. Good morning. So it's a bit chilly in the car sharing blankets. Well, that's the nice thing about having a big fluffy dog. Those of you saw the picture, I had a fluffy Dusty after I got laid back down home, who was like head laying down, trying to nap, head in my beard. Hey, Don, got greetings. We're at -5. Oh, well, that was an hour ago, or not an hour ago, almost an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. So yeah, that's why I said we're up to -3. Things are getting better. I don't miss that at all. And 0 degrees, hell, I don't even want to think about the wind chill. Yep, Dawn, I hope you rested up last night. Did Dawn come in? Did I miss Dawn coming in? I did. I'm so sorry. I have one eye that's trying to swell shut, so I'm missing a few things. Good morning, Dawn. Dawn is the mistress mind behind the stories of her cats, Buddy and Georgette. And to this day, I think the Georgette picture is one of my favorites that I've ever done. And I mean that. I love that picture. It's also the first time I've done a composite. Or at least in a very, very long time. I think I did some things like that 20 years ago. But let's find where we were. Okay. I'm still waking up, so I'm not sure if I'm rusted. Oh, wait. We must. Oh, there we go. Hugs for Dawn. Foxy or 5 inches of snow. We're getting the easy part of the storm. Yeah, I'm worried about my folks up north. We might get snow on the mountains today and tomorrow, but I'll believe it when I see it. Take your time. -6 wind temp, -26 wind chill. Yep, sounds about right. So glad I get to hunker down in the house today. Yes, be glad you didn't do what Robin did while at Ted's apartment. Hey, Dawn and Angelina, and our friend had a fainting spell. Oh no, I am so sorry that. Didn't even realize her Recognize our soul. Oh, I'm sorry. Fading spells are not fun. No. Angelina, this is the bartending lady at Helicon. Ah. Don't forget to like and share, folks. But yes, please do. We're trying to get the message of a lot of great creatives out there. Botworks has joined the channel, and it's about time for the next set of commercials. So let's see who's getting run. Actually, this one. Okay, I'm going to be working on that project, and we'll see how that's going. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How are you? Headphone wearers, beware. And good morning, folks. I'm going to be listening while working on more cost estimates. Stay warm today. Everyone, please stay warm. Please be careful. I can't stress that enough. Hey, Joe, stay warm yourself. Joe. Stupid YT telling me content is not available. Be right back. I'm sorry. I better fix my camera before Green Room tonight. I might have pulled the cord while fixing something else. It happens. Started doing that last night. Just saying the video isn't available. So beware, they are messing with something. Oh, God. Foxy, I tried commenting on a video earlier. Got a similar message. Yeah. Most of the time, camera time refreshing fixes it, but not always. I'm sorry about that, guys. Ouch on the shoulder. Yeah, I just, you know me. If there's one thing I'm, practicing, it's taking a beating. I'll be fine. Stay vertical. I'm trying. Did you have a vision and come up with a design of a flux after that, though? No, I did not, unfortunately. I did accidentally redraw the Tree of Life a couple days ago, but that's neither here nor there. Well, I slept late this morning, so I may be able to stay up late and join you all in the green. Well, that'd be wonderful. Dang it, Nick. I'm sorry. LOL, Joe. Too soon. What's with our friends and falling recently? Honestly, there are massive shifts in the air pressure, and that can affect balance. So there probably is a very reasonable mechanical explanation for what's been going on. Yay, Angelina. And good morning, Nicole. Happy Friday. How are you? I'm at home on my Google Meet until 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. for learning today. Woohoo! I'm glad you're at home and warm. Hey. And not one of the falls involved ice, which is unusual this winter. Well, at some point, ice will fall. Oh, Nick, I'm sorry about hearing your fault. Thank you. These things happen. I appreciate any positive you guys can send me right now. Bit of stuff going on behind the curtain. I'm looking forward to staying in today after the last 3 days. I don't blame you. I bet. Hi. We have greetings, and it's not. I will not even go out for Munzie today. Yeah, it's that bad. Good. Greetings. Hi, Don. We need to keep Nick and our thoughts in the green room. And just Googled song played for villains. Lots of good links to watch. Oh, there are some amazing ones. There are There are playlists. One of my favorites is the playlist for what is it? When you're a villain in the 1600s plotting the demise of your foes or something like that. I'll have to dig around and see if I can find where I have that buried. Not bad in here. I can still walk around in shorts and tank tops, so we keep it not too terrible. That's not bad at all. Dusty was trying to heal you. Oh, I'm sure he was. Nick, go to just to cut the show short if you need to. Geez, go to bed, trooper. I got plenty of sleep. I'm explaining why if you guys see a weird expression or I sound funny, that's I just it's the day after. Now tomorrow is going to mildly suck, but guys, I've been in so many traumatic injuries. Well, let's be honest, I've been in so many traumatic injuries. The docs looked at my x-rays and went, okay. I'm okay. And you said hi. Oh, good. And I know you're not feeling well, so I didn't take the quick hi offense. Oh, good. It's been 1 week since anyway. Oh, and my babies. Okay, I'm back. Had to do something in my Google Classroom. Good to you. And you spin me right round, baby, right round. And awesome puzzle time with Dawn. Yes. I may do one this weekend since I want to stay inside. It's a great idea. Guess how many devices I got running today and win a prize. And we've got entries. 6, 4, 13, 42 is the answer to everything. Lamau. I almost said that too. I am so scared to fall and pop my new hardware out of place. That makes all the sense in the world, dear. Get some of those grippy things that go over your shoe. And thanks for letting Emmy and I pop in for Craves at Play Wednesday evening. Had a blast. It was a nice show. And that was nice to just sit and tinker around making goopy looking cheese golem peoples. I got a stack of 5 little miniatures out of it. 4. Fire up 4, about to fire up 5. Whoo! Well, I'm the winner. Winner. You can be both, girl. Emmy's black cat's blocking the screen. It was classic, especially if you're a dachshund. Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like it's a great time to run another ad. And let me see. I think you guys need a musical interlude.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Alrighty. And we've got lots of people saying share. But, breathe, Dawn, breathe. Breathe, my pasty little friend. Figured you all would like to meet her cats. Of course, Princess didn't make appearance until I was literally leaving, of course. BB made such progress since we started using the kitty feel-good spray. She's gotten trusting enough to fall deeply asleep. Oh, that's wonderful. And the cries of chair. Chuckles has never done that per Emmy. And good morning, Dan. How are you holding up, Mr. Hollifield? Last night, she was asleep on the table in my bedroom and never stirred once when I came into the room, got ready for bed, even though I came very... Boots has been sleeping on the foot of my bed. I'm so pleased. And greetings to Dan, and greetings to Dan, and greetings to Dan. My goodness, you guys are really quiet today. I'm a little worried about you. It's not like you to be so uh quiet. So let's see what else is going on. Uh Project wise, beyond what I'm doing. Oh. Oh no, I saw when Charles blocked out the camera twice. Yes. Chilly but undaunted. Well, I'm glad. We were holding back in case you. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not planning to do a lengthy stream, but I am holding well. This is part of what I do, and you guys are all uh, cuddling under the giant fuzzy blanket that is my love. Now, uh, I'm hoping. I'm hoping that over the course of this weekend, since I'm not going anywhere, I can get a few key tasks done. Some of them are very practical, some of them are borderline farcical, and we'll just see. I'm trying to get a fish tank set up. I just have to see what parts I have for it because it was one of the ones I've acquired and get that running for a while before I drop any new cat TV guests inside. I'd like to get shrimp again. I'd like to get maybe a crab. Hush, y'all. No. And then I'm hoping to get some nice guys to turn it into a little mini kind of tropical tank. It's not a big tank. I think it's only like 3 or 5 gallons, but it's cylindrical, so it's a little different. And I have a big chunk of coral, well, fake coral, obviously. I'm going to put in the middle of it, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be an interesting time. I miss having tanks. We used to have at the old house before everything went, we had like a 65 tank, and then a couple 20s off to the other side. And we were actually raising assorted fish. And I'd kind of like to get back to it. Don't know if we can, but I would like to see how that goes. And let's see. I stick my hand in a pocket, warm up, type again. Y'all, that's for later. Anyway, well, sorry, I'm not feeling too well. My hands are always icy. My feet are worse. I do recommend if you have that problem, they have riding gloves, but usually around this time of year, you can get the sets of stretchy gloves that come with the fingerless stretchy gloves. I used to wear those when riding, and they gave just the right amount of mild compression and keep your hands up. Let's see. Keep things going. I just turned off my cleanup story time and classes over alarms on my phone. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that absolutely wonderful? And inherited Raynaud syndrome, so blood flow in extremities isn't not great. My blood flow's okay. It's the nerves that are dead. And time for me to make some tea. That sounds good. I did too. Mom has it. Oh, I wondered. I'm about to make another cup of coffee. You all are having these nice warm beverages. I really should do that. But thank you for reminding me that I do need to hydrate. And good morning, Mr. Walker. Happy Friday to you. I hope you are staying warm and doing okay. I know you folks are on the south side of the world, south side of what's left of this country, are not geared for the way the weather's been. Oops, squee. My hands turn all sorts of random colors when they get cold. Oh no. It's one of the signs. And hey, Chris. Everybody's happy to see you. I'm happy. What have you been up to, Chris? Yeah, let's find out about that. And I am going to run an ad real quick. Let me see. I'm going to taste the biscuit. Taste the glory of the honey sauce. Okay, I've got taste the biscuit in my head, which is okay, but we need an ad. Let's do this. But while you talk about this, you guys have gotten artistic. One of my bosses had that. Her finger would turn an interesting shade of jaundice and green. Add biscuit, yum, with hot waffle sauce, Waffle House gravy over it. Mmm. Mmm. The Waffle House is closed. I wanted to say that again. The Waffle House is closed. Be safe. Mine tend to go bone white and kind of see-through. That's fascinating. It's relatively nice now, but that changes after the sun goes down. That reminds me of home. Very different reasons, though. Well, usually. Carl, biscuit, or biscuit, not the grammar, maybe. Sorry. Not enough blood getting to those fingers, Foxy. That's why the inside my coat up against my belly. Yeah, Waffle House is closed. That's what I've heard. I've heard Waffle House is closed due to the amount of ice and situation that they are going into. I can't stress, and normally I try to be real bouncy and keep things light, but guys, with everything going on, you have to be careful. It seems like ice is everywhere, and I don't want anyone slipping and falling. I don't want anyone getting caught up. I don't want anyone having any problems. Okay, so please be careful. Keep aware of your environment. Keep aware of what's going on. These bizarre patterns make it like it's just coming through your doors, and there's limited stuff you can do to prevent it. So please be careful. I'll recommend if you don't have fancier means, even running like packing tape around the frame of your doors, over your the gaps in your window, like where sliding windows, your opening windows have that overlap, run some over there, all the edges. I just heard that Waffle House was closed somewhere in the South, and all it takes is one for me to go, oh, poop. It may be a rumor, but if it keeps you guys inside, Chris. Cat's greeting Chris. And Ted has oral surgery Monday. Not sure what time. So Nevermind the Furthermore may not be in the cards. We understand. We expect you to have a lot to take care of. And we're wishing you and Ted the absolute best. So let me know. Keep us appraised, but you have a world of people supporting you. You never want to be that person out on the end who feels like there's nobody there, or that they don't deserve to help folk, don't deserve to be helped. I never want you to feel lonely. We understand, Dawn. He'll be in our thoughts. I know that if I am MIA, a search party goes out. That's true too. and especially with what's going on. But please never let keeping us informed become a burden. You have enough to keep track of. Okay. You come for support. You don't need to be offering it right now. You just need to be taking care of Ted and taking care of yourself. Wait, okay. Waffle House near Halcon is temporarily closed, but I know where the next nearest is. Are Wendy's temporarily closed because the building is gone? Yikes. But it says under renovation on the side, so hopefully come spring they rebuild. I hope so. No one should be denied access to Wendy's chili if need be. And I would do harm for a return of the Frosty Chino. I was one of those guys who buys the little Frosties keychain they used to do, and you come in and you get a free. I mean, I don't do it anymore because I'm not near one, but I'm not near anything, so we make do. Yeah, it seems like the cold is getting to everybody, and we're just going to keep chugging on through until such time as the world makes enough sense for things to get better. That's what we do.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found the suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
See, okay. Continuing on our saga of Wendy's investigations, Carl says, Wendy's has been having financial trouble and closing non-profitable stores. I expect ours to close. I'm not surprised. Ours is always packed. Yeah, I hope they redo ours because we went there a lot with their deals. Well, see, and deals are nice. I don't have a good local hamburger joint of that variety. Although I can get a mean burger from the Good Table. That's the one between last year's hotel and the new ones. And service is awful here, so people stopped going there. I understand. And there's not a lot of competition near the highway. That makes sense too. Dawn, I will be praying harder for you and Ted on Monday. That's kind of you, Kat. And thanks for the ad, always. And good morning and happy Friday, Cindy Koepp. I haven't gotten to see you in a while. How are you doing, my dear? And everybody's greeting Cindy. And the re-release of Remnant of the Stars is now out. This is huge. I am so pleased. Cindy's been going through a process to get some of her books better released and better treated after some issues. It's very similar, I think, to some of the issues that Dan has had. So I am very pleased to hear that this is going on. Amazon.com/remnant. in the stars, so remnant stars, Cindy Koepp, DP BOGD6H7JZX, for those of you paying attention. And Donna says, Arsh would deserve to close. Their service is horrible and their attitude sinks. Isn't it amazing how much the staffing of a restaurant really matter and how poorly they are treated for the importance that they hold? And thanks to whomever bought a copy of Shape Up Your Memory after the psychology show last Saturday. See, you're doing good things. Get your stuff out there. The Good Table is yummy. And it really is. My problem is I love their burger, but I could get a Reuben. And my problem is when I get a Reuben, I'm like, can I get about 3 of these, please? I am a fat man, and few things make me fat and happy like a Reuben sandwich. Although I will confess, today's breakfast was not proper. Today's breakfast was zebra cakes because I was running late because I slept in a bit. And I'm kind of slow motion moving. Cindy, hopefully they remember they bought it, Carl. Cindy. Oh, Wendy's, not the Waffle House. Yes. I plan to get it, Carl, when I have some funds available. Wonderful. And Lines of Succession is out too. Rock on, Cindy. I thought Nick was doing an eye test there for a minute. Yeah, it kind of felt like it. And Loudest Action is up for new art. I need to follow up with the artist. I think he fell off the radar. Oh no. And yeah, that Wendy's near the Econo Lodge sucks, and not in any good ways. I guess you know what? I don't normally have to do this to Chris, but Chris, I'm afraid I'm going to have to not the green room you, sir. That's tonight for the folks going. And ours was always nice. People at Wendy's were the nicest in town for fast food, and that's great. And congratulations. Wait, did I miss something about Chris needing congratulations? Or is there something I don't know about? Because now I'm curious. You guys know I love the good deep lore. Tell me all the things. Because he got green roomed. Yes, you got green roomed. Yeah, you got green roomed. And I do love that apparently not only on my program and your programs, the phrase "not the green room" is showing up in chats for several of the people in Fowler now. It is showing up in shows. I don't even know how they got the phrase. Not the green room is sweeping the nation in the glory. And check out Simple Sword to use it to defend yourself in a melee against fighting axes while keeping eyes to the skies. Always thank you, Kat. Thank you so much, Cindy. And I need to run an ad, and you're right, fortunately, on the slot. So we'll do this. Sorry. The square format ads look a little funny if I'm still present behind them. But let's see. And I made a meme? Excellent. Indeed. Nick's art showing up on deviantart.com/NickT. Yes, I'll probably be doing another major art dump up there in the near future. And I have a lot I need to do. We'll see how it all comes together. My big thing tonight will be recording a review and getting it up in the usual time slot you guys are used to. If I can't pull it off, I'll be forced to do a live stream if I'm up to it. It's just, I went through a lot and I'm feeling a lot, and it is taking its toll on me, so we will see. And check out Nevermind the Furthermore right here. Thank you so much. Rubs hands together like Mr. Burns. It's usually said during Riki and the Sisters of the Show. Hashtag not the green room was going to go viral, I think. Excellent. But wait, you find the rest of them at youtube.com/@Nicholas Tockert. I need to make another one of those. I have a handful of new books out. Indeed. And I should be having a broadcast tonight at the same time as usual. We'll see. And a new book by Donna, Second Homecomings. Ooh, you know I love Donna's stuff, but I wait to buy it from them in person so that I know they get a better cut. Take your time and rest, Nick. We'll behave mostly. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And what I think I'm going to do is run a few ads, and I think I'm going to wrap up just a hair early. I think I need something to eat more. I'm a little needing that. So let's see who we got. We got that. I need to run this one.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
And we are going to run this. And of course, guys, it's not my stream if I don't run this ad.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right, folks. Let's check anything else. Wow. Okay, let me check. Help teach Nick to be safely dangerous. Help Nick teach people to be safely dangerous at his patreon.com/historical fencing guild. That's the plan. And thank you so much. The support that I get through my Patreon has honestly saved our bacon more times than I can count. And it's allowed me to equip people who otherwise couldn't have gear, either through buying me the raw parts to make a bunch or just simply buying trainers that I review and then see they find the home they need. Good, Nick. Get food. See some of you later tonight. That's the plan. Darn, out of bread already? Well, have fun. Watch out for weirdos. Take notes if you find them. They make good characters. Indeed. And check out our books at CKOEPP.com. Trey, we still doing a lesson on Sunday? Foxy asks. We're missing you already. On Saturday, that is. We are the weirdos. Have a nice day, Cindy. And I never made it to get a bigger hooker. Oh, maybe that's why I asked. Things I never thought I'd hear Dawn say. See y'all. I love you, ladies, but not gonna get one tonight. Callie's Wake and Charcoal is here to remind me Daddy needs to feed them. Upstairs where it's warmer. Hello. Thanks for playing my ad, Nick. Of course. Woodsman Dude. Green Room, Donna. All right. Guys, it's been quite a week. But we're going to make the weekend ours, and we're going to keep kind of trucking on. And I really hope that that you guys can do something wonderful. Because if you're going to be hunkered down, you all have time to read. There's some great books made by some of the most amazing people in the world who happen to be in this chat and mine. And hopefully you can write. Just hunker down, get cozy. If you can type a message on Facebook, you can type on your phone for a book. Sorry, guys. I'm fading fast, so I'm going to call it. Guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it. But you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.